Sorry, I need to do that. I'm just clearing my throat. I'm gonna be sharp and short. So, I'm gonna talk about something that I've been thinking of for quite some time now. I think I've been having this thought um early this year, and I've never spoke about this to anybody. This is just my thought. You might have your opinion. I do have my opinion, and I believe what I want to believe, and you do believe what you want to believe. But first things first. I'm from Zimbabwe. I'm living here in South Africa. I've been here like for a decade now, 10 years. I left Zimbabwe when I was like 18. I was like a little baby. I dropped off school because the situation there was bad. There was no money, for the school, and there was no money for everything. The situation was bad. Then I had to be my own man, my own supplier of everything, and I had to, pull up my sleeves so that I could provide where I came from. The siblings, mom. My mom was alive by then. God bless her soul. She was alive by then. Then I had to come here. It's not like I wanted to be out here, but the forced me to, you know, um, situation forced me to. So it wasn't my how can I say that? I don't know how to express myself, but I will find a way along this video just to express so that you can understand what I'm really trying to explain to you, or where I'm coming from and where I'm going. I know some of you get me, and yeah, sorry, forgive me for not really be able to be accurate with my words and stuff like that. So the thing is, it was traumatic experience to come here. You know, when I first get here, I couldn't, I was afraid, you know, um, I was afraid, very much afraid, because back at home, we've been told that, South Africa is bad. There is people who might, take your possessions from you. There is this, there is that. Of course, there are those people around the world. Everywhere you go, you might jump into somebody who, you know. So let me not go deep into that. So I was afraid, and the people here, oh man, from what I was told and what I have experienced is two different things. I have experienced love. At the most, I've experienced love. The hate, yes, there are people who have their own way of doing things. There are people who just doesn't like you no matter what you do, and I do understand that party. So when I came here, I was like 18, as I've said before. So what I want to say is, okay, back at home there are lots of people who we have heard that they came here and they never go back home. Lots of people from the 80s, from the 70s, from the 60s, lots of people came here and never make it back home. Oh, well, what I'm trying to say is, I shouldn't actually take you through the bush across the river to the grandmother's house. I must just be, on point. Okay, what I'm trying to say is, because I'm dragging you now, you not really understand what's the point. So the point is, I'm asking you right now. My uncle came here 1960, and he has never went it home. He's never phoned anybody, never text anybody. There were no phones back then, 60s. Never communicated with nobody. Well, yeah, some might say, your uncle was dead, this, that, and the other. But I'm gonna surprise you right now. I don't think he was dead. I think my uncle is still here. I think my uncle has a family here. I think my uncle has kids here. And a wife. And you know what? You might be my cousin. You might not gonna like this, but you know, most people, I know this for a fact. I've been here for a decade. They grew up without knowing their fathers. Listen to me right now. Most people, they grew up without knowing who their fathers was. Bear with me for a second. Thousands of households right now, they are fatherless. Single mothers. Bear with me for a second. Who do you think is the father of those kids you see in the street? Or if you are wondering who your father is back then and your mom didn't want to talk about it, you know why? Your mom did not want to say that your father was a Zimbabwean because she knew you would react. Because you goddamn hate Zimbabwean so much. So she just said, well, your father ran away. Your father, he wasn't shit. When I was pregnant, he ran off. All that kind of stuff. But I'm the prophet right here who is telling you, you are my brother. You are my cousin. You are my niece. You are my family. It's pretty much difficult for each and everybody to go and trace their background. You cannot really do it because it needs money. There is a certain DNA test you can do, and that DNA will point you exactly where you're from. You might think, I'm Zulu, I speak Zulu, I'm from KwaZulu-Natal, I'm from Soweto, I'm from all these townships. Man, listen to me. Listen to me. If you, maybe you might have your father, all right? Your father. Do you know his father? You might know his father, but do you know who your grandfather's father? Do you know 4 generations from you? Like, it's your father, his father, your grandfather, and his father, and the one before that. Do you understand what I'm saying? So if you see somebody who is fresh from wherever they came from, man, that might be your brother. That might be your bloodline. I'm not saying you should love everybody. No, I'm not saying that. But I'm just saying that could be your bloodline. If you know your father, your grandfather, his father, and all those, good luck. Good luck. But I'm going to tell you one thing. Those immigrants that came here long, long, long ago, those immigrants were nasty. I'm gonna tell you this right now. They were nasty. They will never, never, ever say that they came from somewhere. As long as they can speak your language, you know, get your women, give them kids and that kind of stuff. They will never, never, never say anything about where their backgrounds are or whatever. They will never say anything. Never. So I'm just saying this to open up your eyes, because South Africa has been rich for, man, very long time. And the neighboring countries been struggling for a very long time. There are people who came from Mozambique who came here in the 60s. Excuse me. From Mozambique, I'm gonna, speak about the struggling countries near South Africa, just to open up your mind. Mozambique, Zimbabwe, Malawi, and a couple of few others. But I'm just gonna talk about Zimbabwe, Mozambique, Malawi, maybe Lesotho as well. Those people have been coming here for a very long time. In the 60s, 70s, they've been coming here. I'm gonna tell you one thing. Back then, they were not bringing their women here. They were not. They were just coming. Not bringing their women. Just group of guys just popped in. Do you think those guys are not gonna need some pussy? If he got money, he got paid, let's say it's Friday or month end or whenever he got paid, he stay in the street or wherever he's drinking or wherever, there will be some sisters there. They might want something. And then that brother will be like, oh, yeah, it's all good. Come over here. I'm going to buy you this and that, And then next thing, he's in the dresses of the sister. What's the result of that? It's a baby. And that sister will never say to that baby, your father was a Zimbabwean. Never, ever. So, I know where I'm from, and I'm not even sure if I'm from Zimbabwe. I'm not even sure. If I had money to go and do the DNA test, I would go there. Maybe my DNA would point me to Malawi or Mozambique. Because in the 80s, 70s, Zimbabwe was rich. There were immigrants coming there. Immigrants from Mozambique, Malawi, Zambia as well. Zambia, Zambia is rich right now. Zambia is doing good. Zambia and, most countries were coming to Zimbabwe in the 80s. It was rich. So I'm not even sure if I'm from Zimbabwe, because I only know my father. I don't even know his father who was. For those who know his father, they say he was a one-man show. Have you ever seen that? Somebody who does not have sisters, somebody who does not have cousins, somebody who does not... Have you ever heard that? That's crazy. That's crazy to me. That doesn't add up. That doesn't add up. So this man was from somewhere. I don't know when, but the guy was from somewhere. Because even my father, God bless his soul, he never knew the family. This, it's my father and his brothers and sisters and whoever. Even my grandmother does not, she, God bless his soul. God bless her soul also. She did not want to, go deep into it, because I've asked her one time, it was like, when was it? Like 2010. She was old, like in her 70s. But I sat down with her one day and say, yo, I just want to know more about my background. Do you know anybody, from my grandfather's family? Do you know his sisters, his mother? Have you heard anything? What information do you have that you can give to me so that I can trace my background? She said she doesn't know anything. So you might be in the same situation also. You might be in the same situation also. I want to give you a homework right now. Just go and dig a little bit more into your family. Go and dig a little bit more. Like just try to find out like who's your grandfather, who was his father, and that sort of stuff. If it's only your father and his father, and you don't know anything from there backwards, man, that shit is suspect. That shit is suspect. Listen to me and listen to me, yo. That stuff is nasty. Doesn't add up. Suspect. Let's talk about you. Yes, you have sisters, cousins, couple of more peoples. Don't you think your father or your great grandfather has some privilege as you? Of course, he must have people he know. There must be people. If there's nobody, no trace or nothing, God damn it, don't play with me. Something doesn't add up. Something doesn't add up. So, it's the thing, man. I'm not saying this because I'm saying everybody should come to South Africa without papers and everything. I might pull out my paperwork right now in your face, like just like this. I'm not illegal. No, I'm not illegal immigrant. I do have paperwork to be here. I know some of the stuff that brothers do when they get here. I know it, and it's something that it is very touchy even to me, because those brothers, when they were back at home, they were mama's boys, you know uh, good kids. It might be at school or wherever. They were cool, man. But I don't know if it's poverty. I don't know what's driving. Oh, another thing. From what I think is, these people, when they came here, they joined gangs. Joined gangs. I think some, not all, some people from here, they will get those people because they don't want to get their hands dirty. You know what I'm saying? They will get those people and say, yo, man, I want you to go and do 1, 2, 3, wherever, and then I will pay you. And those people, they are desperate. They will do it. They will go and break into somebody's car, get a laptop, get a cell phone, get valuables, break into somebody's home, get valuables, and they are not the one who's gonna sell that, or they are not the one who's gonna use that. Where do they go? To somebody who says go and do such and such. They submit everything there. And then they get a little money. So there's level to this shit. Levels to this stuff. So crime, I don't support crime. Crime is bad. Even me, I don't want anybody to break into my apartment. No, I don't like that. I don't like that. So I wouldn't like to see somebody, crying after, they lost their stuff due to crime. Mm-mm. That's not me. That's not me. So crime is bad. And yeah, it's bad. And I think everybody should be documented so that wherever you go and put your stuff, your fingers, the police will be able to detect who are you, because that's the most important part. They want to know who you are. So if you just a person, boom, you in here, you go and kill somebody, they're not gonna be able to trace anything. But if you have some type of documentation, they might go there and try to check around. Maybe they can figure out your fingerprints or wherever. So that's the most important of being documented and stuff. But yeah, man, I was just opening up your sleepy mind, you know. So what I'm gonna ask you right now is, please share this video, let everybody hear this message, because there are a lot of crazy people out there saying, yeah, I'm from here, yeah, I'm from here. Yeah, man, you might be here. You're lucky you got that ID. You are lucky. You're lucky you got that ID. Maybe you might be third generations, from Zimbabwe. You never know, man. Never know. Maybe you might be, I don't know, second generation from Mozambique. Never know. Or third generations from fucking Lesotho or from somewhere. I'm not saying there are not people here. There are people. There are indigenous people from this land. But how do you know who is who? It's been a lot of years, people coming down here. But well, nobody wants to say anything about it. I think they must start to, check the DNA stuff. If your DNA points to Zim, then you're gone. DNA points to Mozambique, you're gone. Your DNA points to Malawi, you're gone. Because those people from Malawi also, they've been coming here for a very long time. So that's a fact. They've made babies here. And those babies, they have IDs now. And they're shitting on us. Zimbabweans been coming here for years. In late 60s, in 50s, 70s. Those people now shitting on us. But they don't even know who their grandfather is. Don't do that. You might be doing dirty to your bloodline. You might be doing dirty to your cousin. To your, I'm going to say this, to your long distance cousin. Long distance brother. That's it, man. So, thanks for watching. Like, share, comment, and subscribe to this channel. I'm out, your peace.